let's talk about now the last section of our presentation about
So I'm
the
going to
seminal work on Teesri Kasam.
So I'm going to cut it down because it's going to take too long. We already have going to 2 hours here. So कुछ बोलना है मैं सुनाऊं?
आप करिए.
Okay. So there is a dialogue in my film which I stole from my dear friend. What you desire most in life is ultimately your undoing. जो भी तेरा पैशन है ना, whatever you want, money, fame, sex, love, जो भी है, इसके लिए आदमी पागल बातें करने लगे. So फनीश्वर नाथ रेणु ने एक कहानी लिखी थी, मारे गए गुलफाम. Somebody was reading it during the shooting and Sharendra saw it. He said कि बड़ी अच्छी कहानी है. तो Sharendra read it and absolutely loved it. Set in Bihar, is about a gadiwan, bullock car driver, who gets once get caught while smuggling something on somebody's behalf from Nepal. तो कसम खाता है कि मैं कभी स्मगलिंग नहीं करूँगा. Excuse me. एक बार वो बांस हॉल कर रहा था तो वो किसी से टकराव हो जाती है, वो लोग उसको पीट देते हैं, उसको उसके भैंस ले जाते हैं, बैल ले जाते हैं. बोलते हैं कभी बांस में नहीं ले जाऊंगा. तो वो बुरा वाला आदमी है, उसने 2 कस्में खाई.
2 कस्में खाई हुई है.
तो one day he gets a chance to take a नौटंकी की बाइक. The woman who dances for a नौटंकी, उसकी गाड़ी मिस हो गई. उसको 30-40 मिनट कहीं जाना है, इसलिए कि वो कुछ there is no bus or anything else to take her. So those of you who have not seen Teesri Kasam, please see. So Teesri Kasam, Devdas were considered by Atal Bihari Vajpayee's 2 most favorite films. So there are recommendations उधर भी है और मेरी भी है. And it's one of it is Raj Kapoor's best film. It's among Wahida Rahman's best film, guide and all that stuff and so forth. It's Basu Bhattacharya's first film. Basu Bhattacharya was the assistant to, used to work for Satyajit Ray, and he was assistant to Bimal Roy. So he made the film. Eventually, Basu Bhattacharya ran away, I think, with Bimal Roy's daughter. There's another
वो कहानी फिर सही.
Anyway, so वो टंकी में उसको ले जाता है, for many, it's a long journey, this thing, song, the talk, and he बड़ा भोला है, and he doesn't realize her background and so forth. She thinks it's a nice, pure, whatever, virgin or something. He falls in love with her because she's so stunningly beautiful, and she is enchanted by him and so forth, so forth. And in the end, of course, she has to go her way. I mean, वो कहाँ उसके साथ जाएगी? So, in the beginning, they were thinking of hiring other directors and so forth. I mean, Raj Kapoor heard about that Sharendra was going to be his friend. I'll work for your film, ₹1 के लिए. तो ठीक है. And the budget was 2 lakhs, and unfortunately, instead of making it in 1 year, it took 5 years. Instead of 2 lakhs, went to 25 lakhs. His brother-in-law cheated him. Everybody should know अपने food बनाते रहे, hotel में जाके अपने. This guy didn't know about making movies and so forth, and totally तबाह कर दिया.
Financially, he got ruined completely because of.
And then इतने पैसे हो गए, लोगों ने पैसे उधार देने बंद कर दिए. And on top of that, Raj Kapoor then insisted कि ये film successful तभी होगी if you have a happy ending.
If you have a happy ending.
Happy ending. तो बोला कि देख फिर तो बात ही नहीं बनती ना. I mean, it is so unfreaking.
Exactly.
कि वो गाड़ी वाला वो इतनी मशहूर गाने वाली so कैसे होगा? He refused. No way. तो उन लोगों में आपस में थोड़ी लड़ाई हो गई. Raj Kapoor, didn't talk to him for a while, so forth. Eventually, film distributors को दिखाए गए, they refused to take it. They managed to find somebody. They released it in Delhi and Bombay or some other place, and after 3-4 days or something, withdraw कर दी. Sharendra was totally पैसे भी नहीं हैं, इतने साल चले गए, life's passion, this film and so forth, and so he was totally depressed. Stopped writing, stopped working, पीना मीना शुरू कर दिया, and then eventually died.
He died at 43 because of he couldn't take the loss of his entire life savings, etc. This was the first producer, right? He was a producer, and he wanted to move from being a songwriter to also produce, and this was his undoing.
Yeah. So so there's much more. I won't go into that. His son, by the way, found a video of him in San Francisco or LA or someplace, or I don't know where, and he was very happy to see his video. Dukaan mein dikh raha hai, Indian shop mein, and finds that Sharendra's name does not appear. Somebody else has taken credit because these people didn't protect it and take credit for producing it and so forth, and are collecting money for it.
Wow.
And because the film became a cult hit afterwards, people like me and you, are talking about it, and people should watch it and so forth. Log aage khareed lete hain. I have a copy somewhere, or video cassette. So and to paisa ja raha hai some new guy, some new guys. So eventually there were court battles and so forth, and I think they sorted it out.
Okay.
So there are lots and lots of songs in it. Hassan Japuri and Sharendra wrote them. We are going to show. We have a clip, right?
Yes, we have Chalat Musafir and Lali Lali Dolia.
We picked only 2 songs, and there's a reason. They're both Bhojpuri songs. So दिखा देते हैं, फिर बात करेंगे.
कपड़ा के सब रस ले लिया रे बिजड़े वाली मुनिया कपड़ा के सब रस ले लिया रे बिजड़े वाली मुनिया कपड़ा के सब रस ले लाली लाली डोलिया में लाली रे दुल्हनिया पिया की प्यारी भोली भाली रे दुल्हनिया प्यारी भोली भाली रे दुल्हनिया लाली लाली डोलिया में लाली रे दुल्हनिया पिया की प्यारी भोली भाली रे दुल्हनिया दूल्हे राजा रखना जतन से दुल्हन को कभी ना दुखाना तुम गोरिया के मन को दूल्हे राजा प्यारी भोली भाली रे दुल्हनिया लाली लाली डोलिया में लाली रे दुल्हनिया पिया की प्यारी भोली भाली रे दुल्हनिया लाली लाली डोलिया में लाली.
Anybody notice Chalat Musafir suddenly goes to a modern scene from Bihar? That was me singing
in between.
All celebration को award मिला हुआ था. तो बोला कि जाके स्पीच दे दो. So I got all the people who had also received the awards and gathered, and we sang Chalat Musafir. Speech देने के बजाय we sang Chalat Musafir in very, very bad voice and all. So the other one I put Lali Dolia. I just loved the photography, the whole scenario, very authentic.
Of course.
So इसमें if you notice वो गांव में लड़कियां गा रही हैं. They think it's a husband and wife, नई शादी हुई है, so forth.
हाँ.
And महिता रहमान थोड़ी शर्मा रही है, राज कपूर थोड़ा embarrassed है, शर्मा रहा है, and so forth. Just look at the reactions, very well done. And then, and we'll close after this. At the end, you notice what happened. It's totally unnecessary. वो गाड़ी चली जा रही है, एक बैलगाड़ी. पीछे एक लड़का छोटा कपड़े पर नहीं पहने हुए, वो पीछे वो भाग जा रहा है. He missed out the whole tamasha. Exactly. He got out and so forth. Exactly. What was the need for that? So general theory is, in all the books, as you know, that every scene should have a purpose. Every scene should move the story forward. It should not be repetitive. You baat point kar diya to kar diya. It should move forward. Satyajit Ray says that you make a film like that with all the relevant scenes, move the story forward, there's a purpose to it and so forth. And after that is done, you are allowed adornments. You can put some decoration. छोटी मोटी चीजें, कोई खिड़की से बाहर दिख रहा है, कोई पंछी उड़ रहा है, so forth, which adds, enhances the mood. It may not have direct, so that little naked boy running after the Balgari just gives it an extra authentic touch to a village scene, so forth. So I just wanted to do that.
No, absolutely. And just like that, you were saying that first you tell the story properly with the right momentum, and then you do ornamentation. Similarly, then you can add things like the objects that have meaning, like the symbolic meanings can be also inserted. Here's what I would suggest. I think this has been very, very interesting, and I've enjoyed it thoroughly. We're going to wrap up with the last medley. It's 2 songs, and we will not come back. We will just listen to these songs, enjoy, and then we'll close out after that in next 2 minutes. And it's Sajanwa Bari Ho Gaye and Duniya Banane Wale.
Duniya Banane Wale, we're talking about Preet Bana Ke Tune Jeena. This is a question, so not you, Anurag, but those of us who are getting old and getting near the end of our lives. This is a question telling my dear friend Farooq is, तू अल्लाह से जब मिलेगा तो जाके पूछना है, प्रीत बना के तूने जीना सिखाया, हंसना सिखाया, रोना सिखाया, जीवन के पथ पर मीत मिला के तूने सपने जगाए, फिर सपने जगा के तूने काहे को दे दी जुदाई।
जाए बस परदेस सजनवा सौतन के भर माए, ना संदेश न कोई खबरिया, रुत आए रुत जाए। डूब गए हम बीच भंवर में, डूब गए हम बीच भंवर में, करके 16 पार सजनवा बैरी हो गए हमार। प्रीत बना के तूने जीना सिखाया, हंसना सिखाया, रोना सिखाया, जीवन के पथ पर मीत मिलाए, जीवन के पथ पर मीत मिलाए, मीत मिला के तूने सपने जगाए, सपने जगा के तूने काहे को दे दी जुदाई, काहे को दुनिया बनाई तूने, काहे को दुनिया बना